Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope everyone's doing fantastic. Yes, we're back with another one. And yeah, people are tired, apparently. Our whole team is fatigued, tired. That's why all the mistakes are happening. But anyway, before we get into the Champions League match against Zenit, in my eyes, which is a must win. It is a must win. But before we get into that, guys, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, we have a lot to talk about. So let's get right into it. So the Blues are looking a bit rough around the edges. You know, this impenetrable defense that we've built over the time that Thomas Tuchel has been at the club seems to be not so impenetrable anymore. I mean, I haven't spoken to you guys in a minute, so we'll go back to the Man United game where obviously Jorginho does what Jorginho does best. He has 10, 15, 20 million games, amazing, but the one time he has a bad game, it's like a series of bad games on and on and on and on and on again. And that's what we're noticing from Jorginho once again. Just right after there was all this hoopla about Ballon d'Or. Jorginho should have or could have won the Ballon d'Or, and then he puts on a showcase like he did against Man United. And it just shows that, you know, sometimes and it's crazy because we understand looking at the other games. I mean, moving on to Watford, if you look at the Watford game, we did need Jorginho in the center of the park. We did heavily miss him. But at the same time, he comes back again against West Ham and does a similar mistake. And obviously Mendy added to that by not just clearing the ball first time and dancing around with it. I think just those three performances have kind of summed up what Chelsea are looking like at the moment. You know, we got away with a draw against Man United. I think we deserved a win apart from that mistake, and then we got the win against Watford, which I don't think we deserved to win that. I mean, we played well enough, but Watford were, all over us during the whole game, and we got away with murder. Good goal from Ziyech, obviously. And then you look at, West Ham, obviously, yes, it was a free goal. It happens. But it just shows that because we're not so solid anymore. I mean, yes, understandably, we have a lot of important players out. Yes, we understand that, but still, the players on that bench should be able to come in and slot right in and do the job that they need. I think Saul Niguez needs to go right back to Atletico Madrid. I don't think he's built for the Premier League. Thank goodness we didn't buy him on a permanent, and he can still go back. And it's just looking like maybe he might have to play at left back, which, you know what? I wouldn't mind at this point. I mean, because Alonso has come back and looked an absolute mess. It's crazy. He started off the season so well and then came back, and he's just being danced around and not playing, to the potential that he showed at the beginning of the season. Yes, he hasn't played a lot of games. He's struggling with an injury, but still, I mean, if it's really that deep, just tell the coach that you cannot play as much as you want to. You cannot. But we move on to Zenit. It looks like there's some good news on the horizon. Apparently, Kovacic has trained with the team again. He's another one who we've missed dearly. Again, Jorginho has a back issue or a hip issue or something like that. And obviously N'Golo Kante is out, so that's center of the park. And Loftus-Cheek, can we just talk about Loftus-Cheek for a second? Loftus-Cheek frustrates me so much because he's one of those players that has everything going for him. He has the speed, he has the agility, he has the charisma, he has everything. He glides on the ball, like everything you would want from a box-to-box midfielder. He has it. But when it comes to games where he's supposed to take the mantle and and prove himself and show what he can do, he just doesn't. And it's so frustrating because he can do so much better. Anyway, let's talk about the Champions League match coming up. We need to beat Atletico Madrid. We need to beat whatever Atletico Madrid. What am I talking about? I'm still lost. We haven't won the Champions League yet in my head, and I'm still we need to beat whatever score Juventus has against Malmo, which is going to be a tough one because Malmo could go down 4-0 and we would need to beat Zenit 4-0. Yes, they qualify already for the Europa, but still, they're going to put up a fight and we're going to have a weaker team. So a weaker team in the sense that we're going to, make a lot of changes, and I'm hoping for a lot of changes because if the true reason is that every single one of these players is tired, a lot of these first team players need a rest, and that's just what we need. So looking at that team, I definitely think that Mendy should be Kepa should be in goal. I think Mendy has had a rough period lately. I think his confidence is shot a bit. I think some time on the bench will maybe help him. Usually when Mendy, sits on the bench 1 or 2 games and he comes back, he's super aggressive. He's more demanding of his defenders. So hopefully that works out. Defense-wise, it looks like we're going to have to maybe throw in a Malanga Sarr in there, a Christensen. I mean, Rudiger has played game after game after game, but, at this point, Silva needs a rest. He's played, I think, 4 straight games. So you're looking at maybe Christensen, Malanga Sarr, and Rudiger. And then the wing backs, which is, hopefully we get to see Saul as a left wing back. Maybe that works for him. And on the right, I think, again, it's, what do you play? Maybe you play Hudson-Odoi there, or give Reece James a bit of a rest period. It's so difficult right now with all these injuries, but I would like to see Cho maybe as a right wing back, and maybe him and Saul can, show us what they can do in those positions. I mean, obviously, Cho doesn't want to play in that position, but it could work out. Who knows? In the center of the park, hopefully we see Barkley. I desperately want to see Barkley. I think that the times that he has played, he has looked sharp. He has looked good. So I'm hoping for Barkley and Ruben Loftus-Cheek in the center of the park. I mean, Kovacic, I don't think he will be risked for this game. And then the 3 up front, hopefully we see Lukaku, Mason Mount, and Timo Werner. Or remove Mount maybe with Ziyech. I hope that, we can see Timo Werner and Lukaku play this match because it's needed. They're needed. I think the team, it's hard because people say, the attack has been more fluid when Lukaku hasn't been there. But I still think that there's something that, Lukaku brings to this team that is needed. And that's those clutch moments when we need someone, to break through that line and bully the defenders like Antonio did to our defense against West Ham. I think Lukaku is the perfect person for it. And a game like this, for him to, grab a goal, get his confidence back would be fantastic. Hopefully that works out. You let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Is it time that we see, the team more focused around Lukaku, or is it better to play without Lukaku? Let me know in the comments what you think. Hopefully, we win the group. If not, it's not the worst thing that can happen. I mean, at this point, looking at the teams that are going through to the next round, whether it's first or second, it could be a rough time for either team. So we'll just have to see about that. Anyway, guys, I will see you guys for the next video. I'm out. Peace.